Hi there, so we're done with direct and inverse direction. Now we are going to discuss joint variation. We have here a definition. Y varies jointly as x and z if there exists a non-zero number k such that y is equal to k times x times z, where x and z are both not equal to 0. So, I will be showing you an example na lang, no? Kay, naanamuan mo'y background nga knowledge, charoy, with the direct and inverse. So, dali na sa inyo ang joint variation. Suppose, okay, suppose that y varies jointly as x and z. So, pag varies jointly, kaniga yung inyong dumduman. Y is equal to k times x times z. And again, dili lang kita mo stick sa kaninga mga variables because you can use any variables, no? And k, as is na si Jaka, gidefine naman nato na constant of variation or constant of proportionality, no? But as for the rest, as for the other variables, pwede kita p, q, like, what else? X, Y, P, Q, A, and B, and so on, no? So here, let me give you an example. Suppose, di na ako isuyat kay di na mo sigo sa ako whiteboard, oh. Suppose Y varies jointly as X and Z. Suyat ko rakan. Suppose Y varies jointly as x and z, and y is equal to 32 when x is 8 and z is equal to 2. Find y when x is equal to 15 and z is equal to 6. The same lang siya ang process sa direct ug inverse, but lain-lain lang siya nga form. So first, we have to find the constant of variation or the constant of proportionality. We will start with the form y equals kx times z. So here, given ang ato y, no? We have 32. Ang first value ni y, and k here is unknown. Mao'y ato gihanap. X is 8 and z here is 2. So we only have to multiply that na. 8 times 2, that is 16 times k. It's either 16k or k16. And then our aim again is to get the value of k. So we divide both sides by 16 and we are left with 32 divided by 16. This is 2. Thus, y is just equal to 2xz, substituting the value of k. Now, find y when x is equal to 15 and z is equal to 6. So, y is equal to kx times z. Si y na ato ang gihanap, no? Ang k, we already find the value of k. We already found the value of k, which is 2. So, substitute lang na siya multiplied with the value of x, 15, and the value of z, that is 6. So, when I multiply, I start with the smallest numbers. So, 2 times 6, para mas dali, is 12. And 12 times 15, that is 180. Now, this is the value of our y. So, ingana lang paghanap sa sa values or pag-solve sa problems involving joint variation. We're down with the last topic for variations. We have combined variation. Combined variation is modeled with the equation of the form y is equal to kx over z, or k here, this is a non-zero constant, no? And we read this equation as y varies directly as x and inversely as z. Y varies directly as x and inversely as z. Again, ang k nato, this is called the constant of variation or the constant of proportionality. So, example. Diretso na example si ma'am, di na magpatumpik-tumpik pa. Now, if you do have questions, now if you still have questions, you may directly ask it or i-comment na lang. Now, if y varies directly with the square of x and inversely with z, if x is equal to 2, y is equal to 1, and z is equal to 10, find y when x is equal to 4 and z is equal to 5. So y varies directly. Y kuno varies directly with the square of x and inversely with z. So kani ang ato ang formula. If x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 1 and z is equal to 10, we find the value of y when x is equal to 4 and z is equal to 5. So first, hanapon nato ang constant of variation. That is by substituting the first two given or the first three given values. Si y nato, that is 1, k, unknown. Ang ato ang x, that is 2 squared over z here, this is 10. So 1 is equal to 4k over 10. Now we multiply both sides by 10. So we have here 4k is equal to 10. Dividing both sides by 4. So we have here 10 over 4 or 5 over 2. This is the value of our k. Now we find y when the given are x is equal to 4 and z is equal to 5. We use the same form. Y is equal to kx squared over z. So y is equal to ang k nato, that's 5 over 2, no, times ang x nato, that is 4 squared over our z here, that is 5. Now y is equal to 5 over 2. 4 times 4 is 16 over 5. I-reduce na to. 5 times 16 divided by 2. It's 40 divided by 5. So we have here y is just equal to 8.